Welcome to Astrology by 33. This is your weekly energy horoscope for October 19 through 25, 2025. We'll go over the energy for all 12 rising signs. This is a very special week because the new moon comes on Tuesday and Jupiter just entered a brand new sign in Cancer using the Vedic sidereal zodiac. Jupiter stays in this sign until December 5, so you have some time to enjoy the new energy. Jupiter is exalted in Cancer, so that means it's really powerful in this position and it's considered the most beneficial in this sign, which happens every 12 years. Jupiter's the most rewarding out of all the planets anyway, but in Cancer it becomes super rewarding and giving. So let's take advantage of the blessings with this transit and see if you can actually feel the change around you. So what's happening now is the new moon will be finishing up from Sunday through Tuesday this week. That's a time when the change won't be as apparent, but those days will be really good to clean up some old business and get ready to move on to a bright new start with the new moon on Tuesday. As the moon grows lighter, the new energy of Jupiter will be more perceptible. We'll all feel this big change in energy where a certain area of life just starts to feel better in general. For many of us, this is a long-needed change. So let's go over how each rising sign will experience this new energy. Check the timestamps in the description below if you want to get to a certain sign faster. If your rising sign is Aries, Sunday and Monday are great times to take a final look at your current health choices and make sure everything is in alignment for good health. With the waning moon, now's the time to get rid of any bad habit you know isn't good for you. It'll be time to start fresh on Tuesday's new moon. So make sure your health routine is set and your daily habits are organized to serve you in a simple, effective way. The new moon on Tuesday is in your relationship house with Mars, Sun, and Mercury. So basically, that can throw a lot of fire on your communication. The main thing to look out for is try not to get into heated arguments with those you love this week. If someone ticks you off, try to rise above it and remember patience and kindness, because the energy will pass and you might be tested in this area. Remember why you love them in the first place. This can equally apply to your business partners, so don't say something you'll regret. Just try to work it out. As an Aries, you know how good you are at saying what's on your mind. Just be careful with the Mars and Sun fire here. You have a lot of fire already. We don't want to add too much fire to the fire, if you know what I mean. It might help to focus your energy on your new exalted Jupiter, which is your 4th house of home and mother and property. All these areas of life can improve through December 5, and it's great energy for a new car as well. Those who guard the mouth and tongue keep their soul from trouble. If your rising sign is Taurus, and if you have children, Sunday and Monday are great to spend time with them and nurture your relationship. If there's something you've been meaning to do for your kids, but you've been putting it off, now's the time to do it. The new moon starts a cycle for you on Tuesday in your 6th house. This is a great reminder to take a look at your health practices and make sure your body is as healthy as it can be. Maybe you want to cut out junk food and start a new cycle of healthy foods and lots of fresh water, not soda. Listen to your body and take care of it. Starting one healthy habit can be the beginning of a positive change for you. Jupiter's now in your 3rd house, so that sets you up for success in your communication with siblings and with friends. It can also give you a huge burst of courage, which will help you take action and move forward and get things done. No discipline seems enjoyable at the time, but painful. Later on, however, it yields a peaceful harvest of righteousness to those who have been trained by it. If your rising sign is Gemini, Sunday and Monday are great days to clean out your car and get all the junk and dirt out. Vacuum your carpets and make a plan to keep your car clean from now on. It's easy to let things pile up and get gross. The new moon will be in your 5th house. If you have children, this will start a new cycle with them. Mars and Mercury are super close together with the hot sun in the same house, so this can make you more impatient with your kids than usual. Try not to yell at them if you lose your temper about something. Mercury is picking up on all that fire from the Sun and Mars, so it makes it easier to lose your cool, which is the last thing children need. So try to go out of your way to say the right thing and try to stay calm. If you don't have kids, this is equally a great time to renew your spiritual practice with something that's meaningful to you. Your intuition can heighten this week to make you more receptive to truth, your higher self, and God's voice. Jupiter is now in your second house of family, wealth, gold, and silver, so these areas can improve and bring you more abundance. Set a guard, O Lord, before my mouth. Keep watch over the door of my lips. If your rising sign is Cancer, Sunday and Monday are great days to get together with your siblings or friends. Or if they're too far away, give them a call and reconnect. If there's something that's been on your mind that you've wanted to clear up or say to them, this is a good time to do it as the lunar cycle finishes up. Tuesday is the new moon in your 4th house. This becomes a great reminder to do something nice for your mom, like go help clean her house, or if she's too far away, maybe send her a surprise gift in the mail, even if it's just something small. We need to remember that even when we grow up, our moms still care and like to hear from us, and they need us more as they start to get older. Now, the wonderful news with you is Jupiter just got exalted in your ascendant, so that should feel like a big relief on multiple levels. You should start to feel a lot happier and things in general will go your way. And sometimes we just need some relief in life. This transit definitely brings that. It should also improve your health. You'll probably feel the benefits of Jupiter more than any other sign because it's in your body and the ascendant is extremely powerful. So count your blessings, you deserve it. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not harm you, to give you a future and a hope. If your rising sign is Leo, Sunday and Monday are great to spend some time reviewing your finances and make sure everything's in order. These days are good to bond with your family and do something you all enjoy. Maybe go to your favorite restaurant or have something special delivered for family night. The new moon comes on Tuesday and it happens in your 3rd house. So if you haven't been in contact with your siblings, it might be nice to reach out and give them a call or spend some time with them if they're in the area. There's a lot of extra energy here to help you feel motivated and to get your work done. Your mind will be sharp, so if you want to do some extra reading or writing, now is the time. Jupiter gets exalted in your 12th house, so these next months can be a great time to focus on your ultimate spiritual practice and connection with the divine. It can also bring positive travel to another state or country, but it doesn't have to because it also supports keeping a low profile in a quiet spot away from everyone. And your imagination will be extra active, so you should be able to bring in some fabulous inspiration. Everything starts with a brilliant idea, and that's what this energy can do for you right now. So don't be afraid to dream, and dream big. With God, all things are possible. If your rising sign is Virgo, Sunday and Monday are good to take that final look at your daily health practices. Since the moon is waning, see if there are any bad habits you want to remove from your routine. The moon can help take them away, like cutting down on junk food or not getting enough sleep. It's nice to finish this lunar cycle with a cleaner and simpler approach. And you now have Jupiter in your 11th house of gains, which means extra money, an expansion of income, and success in your efforts. So enjoy that because you've earned it. That will last through December 5 this year, while Jupiter stays in Cancer and gets even stronger when it retrogrades, which is an added bonus. The new moon comes on Tuesday in your 2nd house. This puts an emphasis on family life. How is the communication in your family? Are there things you can work on to bring more peace in your daily family life? How is your communication with your father and your siblings? This might be a good time to reanalyze family life and to find a way to get along better, even if it's one small thing. A lot of people are too busy today to sit down and eat with their family, but it may be one of the most important things we do to keep family life healthy and thriving. Loving family relationships are the backbone of your natal chart, so you'll have Mercury, Mars, the Sun, and the Moon all in this house to throw some karmic spice in the dish. Bear with each other and forgive any complaint you may have against one another. Forgive as God forgave you. And above all these things, put on love, which is the bond of perfection. If your rising sign is Libra, Sunday and Monday are good to clean up your expenses and pay off whatever you can. And try to get a bit more organized with your bills if possible. The waning moon on these days can help carry your expenses away, so try to go with the flow to reduce the debt. You start a brand new lunar cycle on Tuesday where the new moon is in your ascendant. This is a great time to focus on your physical body and to take care of you. Sometimes Libras tend to focus more on others, but now is the time to focus on yourself. And there's nothing selfish about that. When you're stronger and healthier, there's more of you to help others. So maybe take a look at your body and make some new decisions that will help you in the long run. How is your diet? How is your weight? Are you sleeping enough? Are you happy? This might be a fun month to figure that out and see what you can do to feel better. And there's great news for your career because Jupiter is now in your 10th house. So work should be going much better, and whatever you set out to accomplish will have that boost of successful energy behind it. What happens is when some people start to have amazing success in their career, they often neglect their physical health. So just remember to balance the two, and you should have a winning combination. Commit your work to God, and your plans will succeed. If your rising sign is Scorpio, it helps to know the moon is strongly waning on Sunday and Monday in your 11th house of desires. This is a good time for emotional cleansing and to take a deep look at your desires. If you see that something may not be so good for you, this is the time to let it go with the tide of the moon. The scriptures do say that any planet in the 11th house is beneficial, and you have the moon and Venus here. So there's a good chance you could also have some extra money and gains coming in. The new moon on Tuesday is in your 12th house. This is a great time to focus on what spiritual liberation means to you and to do some kind of quiet practice by yourself that helps you get in touch with God, like morning prayer, Bible reading, or meditation. For some people, it's taking a walk in nature. The 12th house is also very much about charity. So if you want to donate some of your stuff and get rid of things you're not using, that will help you and others. Decluttering and clearing space feels really good. And Jupiter is now exalted in your 9th house, so that's great for your overall luck, wealth, and prosperity. Jupiter's aspecting your ascendant, so that can send you some healing energy and good vibes. If you want to study something or go back to school, the next months will be really good for that since the 9th house is also higher learning. So it's nice to take advantage of the energy while it's there. But when you pray, go into your inner room, shut the door, and pray to your Father who is unseen. And your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. If your rising sign is Sagittarius, Sunday and Monday are good days to finish up any projects at work you may have been putting off. These days wrap up the lunar cycle, so it's good to do some housekeeping at work so you can start with a clean slate on Tuesday's new moon. This new moon happens in your 11th house of gains, which is a great opportunity to increase your wealth and income. You have 4 planets in this house, so that's a lot of energy. Just make sure to stay very focused and in control during this time because Mercury and Mars are 1 degree away from each other and they're enemies. So just stay calm and cool because the energy softens and Mercury moves out of Libra by the end of the week. Jupiter is now in your 8th house. What I've seen happen here is this placement can bring in some unexpected money from other sources. You may notice you start to get financial breaks for this or that, like refunds or discounts, or some big check from somewhere. This could even be lottery winnings because Jupiter is the good guy and you get the positive side of the 8th house here. It could also be a positive transformation for you. I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit within you. I will remove your heart of stone and give you a heart of flesh. If your rising sign is Capricorn, Sunday and Monday are good days to finish up anything you've been wanting to learn or study. Remember that knowledge is power, so the more you know about whatever it is you're interested in, the more successful you'll be when you take action and apply that knowledge in the real world. The new moon for you on Tuesday is in your 10th house of career, so your work gets a big boost with this lunar cycle, and you'll notice more energy, motivation, and activity in the workplace. Just stay cool in the middle of the week because Mercury and Mars are within 1 degree of each other, and they're enemies. But Mercury's moving fast and will get out of there by the end of the week. So just stay in control and focused, and any tension will pass. This is a great week to work hard in your career and get things done. And remember to nurture the relationships you have at work. Sometimes we just think of them as coworkers, but they're kind of like family. So it's good to pause once in a while and say a kind word or that you appreciate them. Jupiter is now in your 7th house of relationships, which is a super good position. This gives you wonderful energy in your personal romantic relationships as well as with your business partners. Jupiter here only happens every 12 years, so enjoy it. You deserve it. Love is patient, love is kind. It doesn't envy, it doesn't boast, it's not proud. It doesn't dishonor others, it's not self-seeking, it's not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love doesn't delight in evil but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. If your rising sign is Aquarius, Sunday and Monday are good days to finish up and put away any project you may have left undone or it's just been sitting around. This is the time to finish it, put it away, and make space for something new in your life. These are days of renewal and starting over. Think about what it is you're just done with and what you'd like to have or do instead. Now's the time to make that positive change. It's closing one door and opening another. The new moon on Tuesday happens in your 9th house. This is the house of religion, higher learning, and your father. The energy is really concentrated here, and if there's a book you've wanted to study and learn from, this is a great time to start. This house isn't about casual reading like novels or fiction. It's about gaining wisdom, specialized skills, or even spiritual books. It's the kind of learning that you can apply in the real world and make a difference. Or you may want to enroll in a class or go back to university. Whatever it is you're interested in, why not start now? If you don't have time, maybe you can take 10 minutes first thing in the morning or before you go to bed to study. It's much more productive and rewarding than scrolling. Jupiter is now in your 6th house. So if you've had some people you've had something against this past year, this placement will help you make peace with them. It can also bring you healing energy if you need it. The other good thing is it can help you get more organized in life. So if you feel like things have been all over the place and you just want to get yourself together, now is the time to start cleaning, get organized, and make healthy habits. There are tons of YouTube videos that teach you how to declutter, clean, and organize. It's a super rewarding process. Everything in your space should have a home. Let us purify ourselves from everything that contaminates body and spirit, perfecting holiness out of reverence for God. If your rising sign is Pisces, Sunday and Monday are good days to spend some quality time with the person you love. The moon is almost dark and strongly waning, so if you've quietly been holding on to anything against the person you love or even a business partner, now is the time to just let it go and forgive them in your heart. Let any negative energy be washed away in the moon's current. Sometimes we stay with people, but we don't always fully forgive them, or we hold a secret grudge, and that doesn't help anyone. When you forgive, you make space for something new, and love can fill that hole instead. Relationships improve when we replace negativity with love. The new moon happens in your 8th house of change and transformation. There are 4 planets here, so that's a lot of energy. This is a really good time to take a deep look at your life. Is there anything you want to change? Is there something you need to get rid of? You're given a lot of power in this house right now to make that change if you feel that's what's best for you and for others. Maybe you want to rebuild your relationships. Maybe you want to transform your business. Maybe it's time to try something new, or time to finally close that chapter and write a new one. We need to remember that nothing stays the same in life, and if you don't like the way it's going, you have the power to change it. This is the beauty of the 8th house. It gives you the opportunity to start over. And a good thing is Jupiter's now in your 5th house of higher intelligence and intuition. So your higher senses should be in full gear, especially since you're a Pisces anyway. It shouldn't be difficult to figure out what it is you need to do next. That information will just come in with Jupiter in your 5th house. It's a very pure and strong intuitive energy that's full of light. So trust your gut and do what you feel is right. Also, if you have children right now, this is one of the very best times you'll have with them. Everything relating to children should be very successful and beneficial with Jupiter in your 5th house. If any of you lacks wisdom, ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. Thanks for being here, and thanks for subscribing.